Welcome to another school year with Hartford Performs. We are thrilled to be back in person this school year with our Hartford Public Schools students and teachers, and we look forward to working with all of you in the classroom and online. This orientation is mandatory because we have all had a unique experience this past year, and we want to make sure that as you head out to your programs that you are representing Hartford Performs each time you are in a classroom or students are in your space. We want to be sure that you understand our collective mission and goal, and that you are reminded of our process and procedures and aware of Hartford Schools requirements. We are moving towards some mandatory meetings this year so we can grow together as a community under a shared purpose, and will provide multiple ways to attend, participate, or watch. The only rule to completing this requirement is that you watch this video before your first scheduled program and submit the survey to confirm viewing it. We are your program team. Emily Wineski and I, Janika Brown-Springer, am your host for this orientation. Please note that the Hartford Performs team is still working from home at this time, but you can leave us a voice message or email us and we will get back to you. Direct any programming questions to me at jbrownspringer@hartfordperforms.org. Feel free to take a picture of this slide to have our contact information readily accessible. This video will review our mission, values, and purpose, take a look at the Hartford Public School calendar, as well as important reminders for the year, review COVID-19 protocols currently in place, explore the booking process, introduce the key characteristics of successful Hartford Performs programs, and leave you with an overview of the arts provider experience. Attached, you will also find timestamps for this presentation so you can go back to specific topics to review again, along with other attachments to support your success this year. In honor of in-person arts programming returning to school buildings, let's take a breath to acknowledge this moment. Hartford Performs is based in Hartford, Connecticut, on the indigenous lands of the Tunxis, Sitcog, Wagnooks, and Pequannock people. We recognize the lives lost, cultures erased, voices silenced for so long, and extend our gratitude for the ability to love, create, live, and learn on these lands with the teachers, artists, and students of Hartford. For more information about these peoples, to research the land you live or work on, or begin to write your own land acknowledgement, visit our website for more. Working in partnership with school systems and artistic communities, Hartford Performs infuses and integrates arts and cultural experiences into teaching and learning in ways that enrich the student experience and improve outcomes across the curriculum. As arts providers, you are a key component to helping us meet our mission. Thank you for choosing to partner with us again this school year to support learning in Hartford classrooms. Hartford Performs values access to arts for all students, integration of arts into the curriculum in meaningful ways, evaluation of the impact of arts on student development, building meaningful collaborative relationships, celebrating diversity, the inclusion of diverse perspectives, addressing the inequities of public school systems, and development of leaders to carry the torch beyond our program. We bring these missions and values to life through three approaches. First, we deepen students' learning experiences during classroom time by connecting the arts community when financial barriers might otherwise exist. Second, we help teachers and district literacy coaches to learn arts integration strategies to engage students. And last, we provide professional learning opportunities for arts providers like yourself to hone your craft and remain relevant to the needs of the Hartford School District. Our Hartford Public School classrooms are rich with arts programming. Hartford Public Schools employs full and part-time visual arts, music, drama, and dance teachers to teach arts-focused curriculum and encourages grade-level teachers to enhance their curriculum with the arts. Hartford Performs is not a replacement for essential certified teachers or the quality arts experiences that occur in Hartford homes and communities, but we are here to support them. The main component that gives us a seat at the district table and builds bridges into the classroom is that all our programming connects an art form and subject area both intrinsically and with national standards. This is critical to what we do. We are thoroughly rooted in arts integration, which is an approach to teaching where students create and demonstrate understanding through the arts. This year's Convocation keynote speaker was Zaretta Hammond, author of Culturally Responsive Teaching and the Brain. In her address to the superintendent and teachers across the district, she shared the importance of fostering belonging, encouraging curiosity, and reimagining productive struggles for our students. Your commitment to show up authentically and cultivate safe, creative spaces for students allows their brains to activate synapses and build deeper connections to learning. I highly encourage you to watch the full recording from this year's Convocation and to consider how your programs promote a sense of belonging, encourage natural curiosity, and give students space to struggle while feeling supported and loved. This is surely something teachers consider as well as they go through the selection process. Reminder: teachers select from the program roster based on content they need to enhance, including Common Core skills their students need support in or activities age appropriate for their classrooms. They are already overwhelmed, and we are in close contact with the district to time our mailings to them. Please do not reach out to those you have worked with in the past or send marketing materials, because that could negatively impact our relationship with the school district. Our updated filters and tags will make it even easier for them to search for relevant programs and add to their booking selections. The program roster has been launched to our schools. Our goal is to have all in-person programs booked by the end of October and to release the catalog of virtual programs in November. Teachers will reach out to you first. If there is a teacher you don't hear from by the end of October, please reach out to them in early November for scheduling. You must schedule a date into the database calendar for each program booking by December 20th, and all programs should be completed with vouchers submitted by June 14th. When your program is booked, you will receive a booking confirmation email with the lead teacher's email address and a voucher number. Save booking confirmation emails to reference later if you need information. You can use them when communicating with lead teachers or when reaching out to site coordinators for support. When lead teachers contact you, they can and should reference the voucher number on the booking confirmation email. The voucher number means that Hartford Performs has confirmed funding for this program once it's completed. When you confirm with a teacher on a scheduled date, that date needs to be added to the program information in the database calendar to prompt your payment voucher. We will be releasing a YouTube playlist of tutorials for arts providers for adding calendar dates, verifying payments, and more. Note or take a photo of this slide with school address changes for this year. Matanzas STEM is currently at Burr School on Weathersfield Ave. Breakthrough North and Martin Luther King Middle School are at 25 Richfield Street. Hartford Pre-K is split between Burns School and Global Communications, and Renzulli is currently located on Woodland Street. Teachers are asked to identify their school location when booking, but it's always good practice to confirm their school address prior to the program so you will go to the right place. We will update you if there are any additional changes. For this school year, please note that every Wednesday is a half day for teacher professional development sessions, and February break is back, February 22nd to 25th. The attached Hartford Public School calendar also lists spring break, winter break, a variety of holidays, and the last day of school, set to be June 14th. Please check the district calendar carefully when scheduling programs with teachers. If you need assistance contacting a teacher, reach out to me for support. If there's an emergency on the morning of or during your program, notify the lead teacher or site coordinator as soon as possible. Safety is always a priority. There must always be a certified teacher in the room with you during the program. If there is not a teacher present, stop the program and contact the main office, the site coordinator, or security at the school for assistance. If the safety or success of the program is in question due to circumstances you cannot control, use your best judgment to continue or end the program. Notify Hartford Performs about anything irregular or issues on completing a program. Let's discuss the current COVID protocols in place for student safety and yours. The Hartford School District has asked that any community partners entering school grounds provide proof of vaccination or negative testing prior to arrival. All in-person artists must submit your vaccination card or negative test results to Hartford Performs prior to your scheduled program. You will also need to submit mandated reporter training certificates and a background check. Both are good for 3 to 5 years. You will be notified when yours is going to expire. You will also be asked to complete a health screening questionnaire upon arrival to the school. These visitor requirements also apply to any additional dancers, percussionists, art assistants, or subs going into schools. Penalties include cancellation of programs and removal from the roster if not followed. Our current COVID policy and other procedures for in-classroom cleanliness are attached to the presentation materials and are subject to change at any time in accordance to the school district's needs. More information will be coming directly to those needing to submit negative testing prior to program dates. We'll encourage students to wash or sanitize hands before and after each program. Teaching artists may share materials between classrooms. We recommend that you disinfect materials before sharing. Please let us know if you need assistance getting sanitization supplies. There has been a shift with in-school assemblies, which are being paused until further notice. You should plan to complete all programs in individual classrooms without grade level-wide performances, or work with the site coordinator to create a rotation schedule so that your performance can be stationary while multiple classrooms take turns. At this time, field trips to off-site venues are still approved. However, the Hartford District currently requires that schools are isolated while in theaters or studio rooms. Site coordinators are aware of this and are working with teachers that want off-site experiences to adhere to student ticket minimums. No venues are being offered this year that require students to show proof of vaccination or negative testing because that is not a Hartford School District policy to attend school. If the COVID policy for your venue changes at any point, please alert us immediately. In individual classrooms, please keep 3 to 6 feet of distance between each person present. This may mean not asking students to gather on the carpet or taking more turns than typical to keep as much distance as possible. Students, staff, and visitors are required to wear masks on school grounds, regardless of vaccination status. With masking comes the possibilities of misunderstandings between adults and students too. Masks will obstruct student ability to read your facial expressions and hear instructions clearly. Please start to practice using big hand and body gestures to bring your words to life, exaggerating positive tone of voice, but avoid playful sarcasm, and patiently repeat instructions using additional reminder cues to help students feel successful. After a program is completed, thank the teacher for their time and partnership. You can encourage them to provide feedback on their experience as well. Then you will need to verify the program voucher, and the site coordinator will confirm that the program is complete. You will also have the opportunity to share your feedback with Hartford Performs. Remember, you must enter your scheduled dates into the database calendar to launch the payment vouchers. Once programs start happening, checks will be cut mid-month and at the month end. All checks will be mailed out until further notice. Checks cannot be picked up at the office at this time. Please also remember that Hartford Performs does not have legal permissions to take photos of students' faces. While we hope that you are busy focused on engaging students in your programs, we don't mind photos of student-created work or enthusiastic hands and feet. You can also reshare a school or teacher's post on social media and credit them. In this final section, we will invite you all to join us for both mandatory and optional arts provider quarterly meetings, as well as additional opportunities for professional growth. Some meetings are considered mandatory this year because of the level of importance. We want to make sure that we are all on the same page. keeping our mission at the forefront of our minds, and to continue building strong relationships with you, our community of artists. Quarterly meetings create a space for learning, collaborating, and networking with one another. Meetings are centered on rising topics to meet students' needs and continuing to work better with the district. We also evaluate your programs through teacher surveys and program observations. Survey results from teacher feedback is typically shared in the spring. In addition to your verbal feedback, we also look to arts provider feedback forms to provide useful and productive workshops for you. This is a great way to reflect on your practice, places for improvement, and share any challenges you faced throughout the process. Because we are still operating remotely, all quarterly meetings will have a Zoom link, call-in number, or option to watch the recording and reply to an exit ticket survey. Please hold October 14th, December 14th, February 23rd, and April 12th for these meetings. Please also note that these dates could be subject to change and refer to the most recent communication from Hartford Performs. This year, our quarterly meetings will dive deeper into these 4 key characteristics of strong Hartford Performs programming. These areas include targeted skills, a holistic approach, student-centered experiences, and maintaining professional responsibility. Take a look and start to consider your strengths and areas of growth as the school year gets underway. Stay tuned for details about additional opportunities to connect and reflect on approaches to addressing social justice and education this year. It is also important that you pay attention to our arts provider newsletters because they include special announcements or updates, artist funding and training opportunities, and more. We will communicate what our program priorities are for next year's application cycle and information on how current artists can share new programs with the review committee. Newsletters will also include the most updated information and registration links for arts provider meetings and any changes with COVID-19 regulations. And of course, we encourage you to stay connected with us. You can engage with our pages on social media or check our website for updates in the Arts Provider tab. Thank you for watching this orientation video. Next, submit your exit ticket to receive the registration link for the optional Q&A session to kick off the year.